Welcome back. Today I'll be making the perfect tier list for starting quarterbacks going into the 2025-2026 NFL season. And yes, my list is going to be perfect. Let's get into it. Baker Mayfield. Oh, I love me some Baker Mayfield. I think Baker Mayfield is an A-tier quarterback. Yes, I said it, an A-tier quarterback. Baker is one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch in the NFL. I love the way he plays. I love the way he slings that rock. And he is an A-tier quarterback for me. Bryce Young. Now, Bryce Young's an interesting one for me. You know, it's hard being a quarterback for the Carolina Panthers, so you can't really knock Bryce Young for having a tough start last year. He really bounced back in the second half of the season, and I really enjoyed the way he played football. He's fun to watch. Like, if you actually watch Panthers games, which I know not many of you do, but if you, turned on a few games and saw Bryce Young, he was fun to watch last year. At this point right now, I can confidently say Bryce Young is a B-tier quarterback for me from what I saw at the end of the year last year, and I think he's going to continue to do the same thing this year. Bo Nix. Who doesn't love themselves some Bo Nix? Fun fact about the Denver Broncos last year, they only beat 2 teams with actual starting quarterbacks. Everybody else they beat, they had a backup quarterback in. But that's besides the point. I really enjoyed watching Bo Nix play last year. Bo Nix gets after it. He's a gritty guy. I like that. He reminds me a little bit of Tim Tebow. Hopefully he has a better career than Tim Tebow, but he is going to be a B-tier quarterback for me. Cam Ward. I can't really grade Cam Ward. Alright, that looks much better. Cam Ward goes in the rookie spot because I can't really judge him because he's never played a snap in the NFL. Now we get to CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud, huh? This one's kind of tough. He didn't have the best year last year. He had a really good rookie season, but then he had that sophomore slump that we tend to see from quarterbacks going into their second year. I don't know. I really like CJ Stroud. He's a great human being. They have no Tank Dell this year, so that might hurt him a little bit. I could see him having a little bit of a down year again. No Tank Dell. I don't know if they really added anybody. I'm going to put CJ Stroud B tier. Caleb Williams. Not the best season from the first overall pick last year, but they did just revamp their whole offensive line, and I think he's going to have a solid year, and I think for sure he's easily going to be a B-tier quarterback. He might be even better. He might be an A-tier quarterback going into the next season. Dak Prescott. I'm going to pass on Dak for now. Let's put him back here. Daniel Jones. I'm going D. If I don't enjoy watching you play football, you're automatically going to be a C to D quarterback. Now, in this case, Daniel Jones is a D quarterback because he hasn't really proven anything to me, and he hasn't gotten any better over the years. He had that one year where he took the Giants to the playoffs, and he's never done anything since. So Daniel Jones for me is D tier. Mac Jones. Oh my god, did I just say Mac Jones? Excuse me, I meant Drake May. You know, there's a lot of people that are high on the Patriots this year. I'm not one of those people. I don't think they're like a playoff team or anything. I think they will be better, but I don't know what the hype is with the Patriots. Drake May. Where do I see Drake May? I think Drake May is probably a C-tier quarterback for me. I don't know, he just hasn't really done anything that really impresses me. I think he's a solid quarterback. Great. He's a good pocket passer. I just have to see more from him, I guess. You know, as many people are saying, yeah, you can make the same case for Bryce Young and you can make the same case for Bo Nix, which I agree. Maybe Bryce Young comes down just because I haven't seen enough yet, but I would way rather have Bryce Young than Drake May. I'll tell you that much. So for now, I'm keeping Bryce Young B tier, but later on in the video, if B tier is oversaturated, I'm going to move him down to C. Geno. I love Geno Smith. Great personality, great football player, but he's in C tier for me. You know, he's had those years with the Seahawks with Lockett, DK, Jackson Smith, and I just haven't really seen, enough from him. Not saying it's genuinely all of his fault, but he's had talent around him, and he hasn't really gone anywhere with it. Geno went from the Seahawks with Jackson Smith and Jigba, DK, and Tyler Lockett, and now he's on the Raiders, and I don't think he's going to do much better there. In fact, I think he's going to do worse. So for me, he is C tier. Wait a Daniels! I love Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is an A tier quarterback for me. Jaden Daniels proved it all to me last year. He got his team to the NFC Championship in his rookie year. Probably the greatest rookie season of all time from a quarterback. So yeah, he's going to be A tier for me going into next season because I don't see much of a drop-off. People might be saying he could have that sophomore slump, but for me, I don't see it. He's an A tier quarterback for me. I love the way he plays football. That is a fun quarterback to watch. Jaden Daniels. Justin Fields. Man, I feel so bad for Justin Fields. He just hasn't had a good situation yet. And when he was on the Steelers, he actually played really well. And for some reason, Russell Wilson came back and they just give him the starting spot. I think he led the Steelers to 4 wins, 5 wins. The thing is he went to the Jets, and the Jets are they're just awful. You know, I don't like the Jets. They're just cursed. They're a cursed franchise. Justin Fields is a C-tier quarterback for me, and it's not really his fault. He just hasn't been in great situations. I really hope that he can do well this year with the Jets. But the Jets are ass, and they are a cursed franchise, and I don't see it looking too bright for him next season. Now we get to Jared Goff. I think Jared Goff is the hardest quarterback to grade in the NFL with the amount of pieces that he has around him. We're talking about Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, David Montgomery. Like, oh my God, any quarterback would do well in that offense. I actually believe that in the NFL, a lot of quarterbacks would be able to do well with that offense. Now, this year is going to be interesting. They lost Ben Johnson. So I don't know where to put Jared Goff. And I don't know. I'm grading these on how well I think they're going to do next year. And I think Jared Goff is always going to do well with all those pieces around him. Like I said, I think a lot of quarterbacks, most quarterbacks would do really well with those pieces around him. So I'm going to put him B tier. Now, if he was on a different team, I don't know where Jared Goff would rank. Like if he was on the Jets, I think he would be D tier. But we'll keep him B tier. Spencer Rattler. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sorry, Spencer. You're D tier for me. Just got to see more from you. Haven't seen enough. In the games that he has played, he hasn't played great. So, yeah, it's a D tier quarterback for me. Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's probably top of B tier quarterback for me. He's a good quarterback. He has all the intangibles, everything that he needs. He's just not an A tier quarterback for me yet. He hasn't won in the playoffs. I think Herbert's a good quarterback. I just need to see more from him. Jalen Hurts. You know, I'm going to give Jalen Hurts as A tier quarterback. Now, you can kind of make the case I made with Jared Goff with Jalen Hurts, with all the pieces that he has around him. Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley, Goddard. I mean, yeah, these are some of the best players in the NFL. I mean, he probably has the second best wide receiver duo in the NFL. But to me, Jalen Hurts is a solid quarterback. He's a Super Bowl champion, proven to win in the playoffs. A tier quarterback. Joe Flacco. Ravens Joe Flacco is an A-B tier quarterback for me. But Browns Joe Flacco is a D tier quarterback for me. But here's the thing, I will put him top of D tier. I would rather have Joe Flacco than Daniel Jones or Spencer Rattler going into next season. JJ McCarthy, I'm throwing in a rookie. Haven't seen him play a real NFL game yet. Brock Purdy, B tier quarterback. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Got a lot of pieces around him. He did go to a Super Bowl, but he's not like an outstanding talent where I'd put him up there with Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, and Baker Mayfield. And if I was to reorder this, I would go Jalen Hurts, Baker, then Daniels. We've seen like multiple good seasons from Baker Mayfield, and I just need to see like another 1 or 2 good seasons from Daniels. And then Daniels probably an S tier quarterback. Jordan Love. No Jordanary Love. Jordan Love's a B tier quarterback for me. Now, I have so many B tier quarterbacks. I'm going to fix this at the end. I'm going to move people around. Yeah, Jordan Love is good. He does have his bad moments, as every other quarterback does, but he does have some bad moments. He really has never had talented receivers around him, so I think with the level of talent that he has around him, he does a really good job, honestly. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow might be an S tier quarterback. He's either top of A or an S tier quarterback. I mean, the season he had last year was insane. Worst defense of all time. He doesn't play defense, so that has nothing to do with him. One of the best quarterback seasons of all time last year. Part of the reason is because he had to throw like 60 times a game because his defense sucked and they had to get back into the game. I'm going to put Joe Burrow in S tier for now, but we will see at the end if I move him down to A tier. The MVP of the league, Josh Allen. Yes, that is an S tier quarterback for me. Josh Allen would probably be in multiple Super Bowls if he did not have to face Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs every year. He might even be a Super Bowl champion. Who knows? So yeah, that's easy for me. Josh Allen, S tier. Kyler Murray. Woo-wee! This is a tough one. Kyler is probably top of C tier for me. You know, he's just, the Cardinals haven't done much. I mean, the Cardinals haven't done much, but every time I watch Kyler play, it's always like exciting. It's fun to watch. I mean, he's short, so watching him out there is just kind of like watching a boy amongst men, but he plays good football whenever I watch him. But yeah, I have Kyler top of C tier. I mean, he could be B tier. I just have so many people in B tier. I don't want to put him in B tier right now. Lamar, S tier. This guy's had like MVP season almost every year in the league. And the playoffs is a different story. Playoff Lamar, that might be a little B tier. But yeah, Lamar, regular season, does phenomenal. He's an S tier quarterback. He wins so many games for your team. Patrick Mahomes, that is top of S tier. Best quarterback in the NFL. And you can't question it. People hate on him, but you cannot question it. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL. He's been to like 5 Super Bowls in the last 6 years. And he's never not made the AFC Championship game. So yeah, Mahomes is S tier. Matthew Stafford. I love Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford's an A tier quarterback. He's been a great quarterback his whole career. Matthew Stafford has Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams going into next year. I think he's going to be just fine. He's a great quarterback. Devontae Adams is still good, so it's not like he's missing out much with the trade of Cooper Kupp, who wasn't even doing that well the last couple of seasons. And for me, that is why he's an A tier quarterback. Michael Penix. I haven't had the opportunity to see enough from Michael Penix. Seen him play 3 games. He did not really play that well in either of those games, so I could put him D tier. Honestly, I could put him D tier, but I'm going to put him in the back of C tier just because he's young and he only got 3 games under his belt and they were at the end of the year. So yeah, Michael Penix is a C tier quarterback for me, but he could move down to D tier if those first couple of games don't go so well next year. Russ. Who let Russ cook? Russ is a C tier quarterback for me. I think Malik Neighbors will have a good year, but I don't think Russ will have a good year. I mean, he is on the New York Giants, and the New York Giants aren't that good of a team. They don't have many wide receiver weapons around him besides Malik, so I'm going to leave Russell Wilson in C tier. Sam Darnold. Oh, wow. Talk about a B tier quarterback. This is a perfect B tier quarterback. I mean, he had a great year last year. Where'd he go? 15-2, made the playoffs, got blown out first round, and now he's on a new team. Yeah, I don't know how well Sam Darnold's going to do this year on the Seahawks. Cooper Kupp and Jackson Smith and Jigba are good targets. Jackson Smith and Jigba's a great target, but it ain't no Justin Jefferson that'll bail you out every time. But based off last year, I literally have to put Sam Darnold B tier. I can't put him C tier. That would just be discrediting everything that he did last year. I know this is talking about going into this season, but I'm going to leave Sam Darnold in B tier. Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers is top of C tier quarterback for me. I'm sure a lot of people still have him as a B tier quarterback, but I think going into next season, I just don't think he's going to do that well in the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think the Steelers go 9-8, maybe 10-7. They might make the playoffs, barely get in, and then they lose first round to whoever the second seed is. Bills, Ravens, Chiefs. Rodgers has had a great career. I hope this is his last. I don't want him to tarnish his career. And it's not like he played terrible on the Jets. He just doesn't have the same mobility that he once had. And for me, that puts him in C tier. It's kind of like Flacco. I mean, obviously, Aaron Rodgers is 20 times better than Flacco was in his prime, but mobility level and kind of age-wise, they are the same. I just don't think he can create as much for you. He can still do all the arm angles, all the great passes, but for me, he's a C-tier quarterback because he cannot create as he once could, and they don't have many wide receiver weapons. I mean, his number one option is DK Metcalf. I don't know, I expect DK to get a lot of targets, but for me, Rodgers is a C-tier quarterback. T-Law. Oh, I'm so tempted to put T-Law in D-tier. You know what? I'm going to put T-Law top of D-tier. Now, last year, he did get that really messed up injury, and I do feel bad for him. You know what? I feel bad for him. I'll put him back at C tier. Trevor Lawrence got hurt last year, but I don't know. It's just every single year I think the Jags might be able to do something, or this is Trevor Lawrence's year. But I haven't seen it. And he's played so many years in the league now, 5 years? But yeah, T-Law is a C tier quarterback for me. Tua! Talk about feeling bad for somebody. Tua's probably had the worst injury career of all time. If Tua could stay healthy, he's probably a C-tier quarterback. It's so hard to say, though. It's so hard to say with Tua, especially with his injury history, everything like that. I guess when he's playing, he's a good quarterback, though. He is a solid quarterback. He's probably a B-tier quarterback when he plays. I'm just gonna put him C. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Tua C. Dak Prescott. I've thought about it, and Dak Prescott is a B-tier quarterback for me. I mean, in the years he's played, he's been really good. I mean, he puts up great stats, makes the playoffs, usually. Yeah, Dak's a B-tier quarterback for me. So, if I had to put this all in order and make any changes, I'm putting Mahomes 1, I might go Lamar 2, Allen 3, Burrow 4, and S tier. Burrow could be top of A, but we'll leave Burrow 4. Jalen Hurts, Baker, Daniel, Stafford. I like that in A tier. Kind of like that order right there. Well, am I giving Baker too much credit? I don't know. This doesn't really matter. A tier quarterbacks. B tier. I would go Herbo 1, or would I? Would I go Herbo 1? Going into this season, I gotta go with the proven players higher, right? Dak's proven himself. Jordan Love's kind of proven himself. Justin Herbert. This would be my order in B tier. Herbert, Dak Prescott, Jordan Love, Sam Darnold, CJ Stroud, Caleb Williams, Jared Goff, Brock Purdy, Bo Nix, and Bryce Young. C tier, I'd go Rodgers, Kyler, May, Geno, Tua, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, Michael Penix, Trevor Lawrence. Actually, I would go Trevor Lawrence and then Michael Penix. Actually, I would go Trevor Lawrence and then Russell Wilson, then Michael Penix. D tier, I'd go Flacco, Jones, Rattler, and then rookies are the rookies. I know B is oversaturated, but that's just because there's just a lot of mid quarterbacks in the NFL, just mid to good quarterbacks. Herbert might be close to being A tier, or maybe Dak, a healthy season of Dak. The rest of these guys, I just haven't seen enough to put them A tier for sure. And then C tier, yeah, it's more of the same. They're just kind of a worse version of the guys in the B tier. And then D tier, they're just flat out awful. Flacco is not flat out awful. I like Flacco. So yeah, this is my quarterback tier list going into the 2025-2026 NFL season. And honestly, it looks perfect to me. I don't see anything wrong with it. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.